Hola, soy Cecilia Fagberg from TheRealTeaching. Bienvenidos a esta edición de la clase modelo de nivel intermedio. Deseo invitarlos a ver esta clase modelo, ver cómo alumnos reales de este nivel disfrutan de una buena preparación. Y mientras lo ven, quiero que vean por qué es tan efectiva la metodología que usa nuestro profesor Daniel Rengifo. Los invito a ver a continuación también cuántas oportunidades tienen nuestros alumnos de participar y utilizar el vocabulario que necesitan en el día a día. Acompáñenme, por favor, a ver la edición.
Okay. So welcome to this intermediate class. Thank you so much for joining. And what is going to be the topic for today? What is the topic for today? I want you please to look at your screens. Let me know if you can see it. Yeah, please, Paul, can you read the title of today's class?
Of course. You need to listen to report dangerous weather.
Yes, that's great. So I want you to look at these pictures, okay? And I would like you to go to the breakout rooms, and I would like you to discuss with your partner the following question. Please, Analu, could you read the question?
Okay. Have you experienced similar situations to the ones in the photos?
Very good. So probably some of these situations are not familiar in Peru, but maybe you have experienced them in another city or in another country, okay? So I would like you to discuss with your partner. Have you ever experienced similar situations to the ones in the photos? I'm going to give you 2 minutes to discuss with your partner, and I'm going to assign Alexia with Stephanie, Analu with Anataís, Camila and Joseph, Carolina, Paul, and Vicente. Okay? So I'll see you in 2 minutes, guys. Discuss about this question with your partner. Okay, so Alexia, can you share with us any experience that you or your partner has gone through, like in the pictures?
Yeah, we were talking with Stephanie that, a lot of years ago, it was a earthquake in Ica, I think so, and it was like very, very big. And well, in the city that I live, like we talk and everyone listen about the news, and Pura is sometimes really rainy, and it's like sometimes it's really hard and complicated to get some products, the basic ones that we all need. And it's a situation that we're still going through.
Thank you for sharing that. Excellent. How about you, Carolina?
Well, I have never experienced a situation like the pictures, but I have heard in the news, and I found unbelievable when I see this news. There are strange situations. Of course, I feel bad, for the damage it causes.
That's true. Thank you. Any comment, any volunteer? I mean, I've chose 2 people from you, but I would like to hear any volunteer that may have experienced a situation like this one. I'm gonna help you. Okay, Paul, please.
So, well, I remember when I was a child, maybe 10 years in Cusco. Some people, well, everybody are accustomed to see a normal rain. But in this day, I remember it started raining at 10 p.m. maybe, and it stopped to the next day, 5 p.m. So it's raining for maybe 12 hours, sorry. And I remember that all started like a river, and more, and I remember my house have water maybe in 1 meter approximately.
Wow, you're from Cusco, Paul.
No, not I'm from Ica, but moving to when I was 1 year.
Oh, you are 1 year old. Okay, thank you. I think most of us, the majority of us, can remember what happened this day, Wednesday, August 15th, 2017. Does this date seem important to you? How about you? Let's see, Camila.
Yeah, I remember really well that day. That in that day there were an earthquake, so it was really difficult to my family because my father was in his job, my mom was really sick, and my sister was a baby. So that day was really difficult to all the family. Well, I mean all the families for everyone was really difficult that day.
Absolutely. It was an unforgettable earthquake, right? The Pisco earthquake, right? The Pisco earthquake. So I think I'm gonna ask you this question because the majority of us here were there, except maybe Anais, I don't know. But apart from her, all of us were there. So I would like you to go to the breakout rooms again, and I would like you to discuss these questions with your partner. Please, Anais, could you read the 3 questions?
Yep. Where were you? What do you remember? Who did your family work?
Very good. So let's go to the breakout rooms. And again, I give you 2 minutes for this discussion. Okay, so, okay, Anais, I'm curious. Maybe, I don't know, you were not there yet, right?
No, I'm from the 2010, so I was not born yet.
But have you heard stories about that year and what happened in that year?
I don't know, maybe my dad told me a little bit about that, and my aunt too, but I don't know, I don't remember about it.
Okay. Any volunteer who would like to tell us where were you? What do you remember? How did you or your family react? Any volunteer? You can raise your electronic hands or you can just, raise your real hand. Any volunteer? Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Okay, Steph.
Yes. Well, I remember that in that time
I was studying at my home, like doing my homework when the earthquake began. So at first, I think that it will pass, like always or usually does, but
that time it was different. So soon I got scared and called my dad because he was the only person in the home with me, and my dog was barking very loud. So we tried to get out of the home. Then I remember to see the sky and the colors are different, so it was
wild.
Really scary. Yes.
I remember, yes. I was watching A Vacilar on that day. And I remember that, the presenter, Raul Romero, he got nervous, but he said, calm down, be careful, everything is gonna be all right. So I was running, but I heard that. So it was
I can imagine.
It was definitely a difficult experience for everyone. Okay, guys, so I would like you now to answer this question. What are the most common natural disasters in Peru? Okay, earthquakes is definitely one of these options. But what are the most common natural disasters in Peru and how prepared are people for them? So again, I'll send you to the breakout rooms, but this time I'm gonna change partners, okay? So this time I'm gonna assign Alexia with Vicente, Analu with Stephanie, Anais with Paul, and Camila, Carolina, and Joseph. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes again. Okay, Analu, can you tell us, please, what are some of the most common natural disasters in Peru?
Well, I was talking with Stephanie, and we agreed that floods are another kind of disaster here in Peru. And it's very common, for example, here in my city, when it is a heavy rain, everything is flooded.
Okay, where are you from? Where do you live?
I live in Trujillo.
Oh, okay. So how do you say in English white? Huh? Okay. Now that your partners are arriving, they might know. So we were discussing with Analu that she says heavy rains are a problem in Peru, in the north of Peru, in the coast of Peru sometimes. But how do you say in English huaico? Does anybody know what's huaico in English? It's a really important word for us, actually.
Floods?
Landslide.
Yes, very good. Landslides or mudslides. Okay, landslides or mudslides. Very good. Thank you. Let's see who hasn't participated yet. Okay, Joseph, any idea what other common natural disasters are there in Peru?
Well, here, a part of heavy rain, landslides, earthquake, I don't believe there are another ones. Maybe in those times or nowadays, the most common is also drought.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Thank you. Vicente, what do you think?
I agree with Joseph. The drones and earthquakes, tremors is more common than earthquakes. I'm talking with
Alexia a few minutes ago. A lot of times you can see me in the middle of the night with my emergency backpack waiting in my door because there is a lot of tremors and not every tremors it's too long. So I prefer wait just a few seconds before go out from my house.
Yeah, sometimes we don't know if it's going to be a serious one or just, a little one. Talking about that, like earthquake is a big one, right? Like when it moves and, houses are destroyed. But how do you say in English when they are like, maybe 3.5 or 4.6, maybe up to 5? What's the name of that in English? Like, it's not an earthquake, but it's Anatais?
It's a tremor.
Very good. It's a tremor or it's a quake, right? It's a quake. Not earthquake, but it's a quake, right? Very good. Okay, and I think Vicente mentioned something really interesting. So I would like you to help me. What natural disasters can you see in these pictures? Okay, you can volunteer. You can just choose or pick one of them and tell me what is the name of these natural disasters. Not all of them are common, obviously, in English, in Peru, but they exist. Alexia.
Maybe the first one, a hurricane.
It's a possibility. Yes, very good. Any other? Okay, that's a hurricane. Very good. Another one that you see in the pictures, Vicente?
electric storms.
Yeah, that's true. Very good. What else? What else can you see? Joseph?
The second one is a blizzard.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
The second one is a blizzard.
Oh, yeah, very good. Maybe a blizzard. Yeah, very good. How about okay, Carolina.
Maybe number one, it's strong winds.
Very good. Strong winds. Excellent. How about number 7? That might not be common in Lima, but it happens in the highlands. It happens in Cusco. It happens in Arequipa sometimes, in Chachapoyas as well, Ana Thais.
Yeah, it's a earthquake.
Yeah, that's number 6, right? And number
Yeah,
7.
number 6.
That's right. And how about number 7? Ah, I gotcha. Okay.
Snowstorm.
Stephanie?
Snowstorm.
Snowstorm, yeah, but yeah, that could be maybe number 2, but 7 is very specific. Carolina?
Maybe hailstorm.
That's right. Yes, that's right. So I'm going to invite you guys to check in your books. Okay, we're going to check our books on unit number 2, page number 20. And together, we are going to learn new vocabulary that has to do with dangerous weather. Dangerous weather. So I'm going to just make it a little bigger for everyone to see it. And let's listen, just listen. It's not necessary to repeat yet, but just listen to the pronunciation of these words.
Listen. Weather events.
A tornado. A hurricane.
A blizzard. A drought. A wildfire. A landslide. An earthquake.
Weather conditions.
Heavy rain. Heavy snow. Strong winds. Freezing temperatures. Icy roads. Flooding.
Okay. So, please, Analu, can you tell me the pronunciation of the first one?
Okay, a tornado.
Very good. Paul, the second one.
Hurricane.
Hurricane, right? Hurricane. Very good. Camila, the next one.
A blizzard.
Yes, that's right. Alexia.
A drought.
Aha, a drought, right? Ana Thais.
A wildfire.
A wildfire, right?
A wildfire.
Stephanie.
Landslide.
It's a landslide. Yes. Carolina.
An earthquake.
An earthquake. Vicente.
Heavy rain.
It's a heavy rain. Yes. Vicente. Joseph.
Heavy snow.
It's a heavy snow. The next one. Let's see. Ana Thais.
Strong winds.
Good. Analu.
Freezing temperatures.
Very good. Paul.
Ice roads.
Icy roads. Yes. And Vicente, finally.
Flooding.
Yes, it's flooding. Very good. You know, this word, it's very funny to me because sometimes the students ask me, teacher, what is the pronunciation of double O? Like, what is the pronunciation? And I always give these examples. So how do you say libro in English? Book, right? And how do you say piso in English? Door? No, you say door, right? And how do you say this word? Flooding. So what's the pronunciation of double O in English? It could be O, it could be U, it could be A, and it could be cooperation. So it's crazy, guys. I'm sorry. There is no rule for, sounds in English. Okay, so which ones here don't happen in Peru, Stephanie?
Which one don't happen in Peru? Maybe a blizzard, because we don't have that kind of weather here.
Okay, very good. Camila, another one?
Something that I never heard is
a tornado.
Yes, I think it's not. It doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen. Okay, guys. So I would like you to look at this. Let's go back to this topic. And this is something that I think we all need to pay attention. And we're going to be honest. Okay. What is this? Anybody knows? What's the name of this? It's a special something. Anybody knows the name? Carolina?
The emergency backpack.
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
Emergency backpack.
Yes, it's an emergency backpack, but there is another name for this, okay? More common in English. Look at your chat. Okay, that's the name. It's correct. Emergency backpack or go bag. Okay, it's a go bag. The question, honest question is, do you have one? How about you, Vicente?
Yes, I have. Actually, I'm checking my go back every month in order to keep the food. I don't know what can I say. Expiration date. It's not over of this food. So if we close to the expiration date, we replace. For that reason, I check my go back every month.
So you keep eating the chocolate there, right, guy?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Alexia, how about you? Do you have a go back? Honestly. We'll keep it secret.
Well, yeah, I have to be really honest. Yeah, frankly, I had a go back in the pandemic because like the school always were like we have to have it and they give us some steps and everything like that, and it was obligatory to have one for each family. But then I wasn't like so sure, and I was taking out the things that I had there and the food too, and then nowadays I don't have one, but I need to prepare one. It.
We accept your excuse, Alexia. Don't worry. Thank you so much for your honesty. And Analu, how about you? Do you have your go back?
Yes, I do. With my family, always try to keep with all the things our go back.
Excellent.
Just to be sure.
Congratulations. It's a really important measure that we all should take, right? So let's work together this. I'm not going to send you to the breakout rooms. What should be there in our go back, in our emergency kit, if we are, prepared for any disaster or any unforeseen event? For example, I mentioned some seconds ago, chocolate. Chocolate's a good idea to have in our go back. Anything else that you could add, Paul? Paul? Yes.
Well, and other things in my go back.
Exactly.
Actually, definitely my water and a radio.
That's correct. Water, radio. What else, Carolina?
For example, flashlight,
Mm-hmm.
flashlight, water, or well, in home, for example, we have a list, a special list with the friends and my doctors too.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that you have a baby. What's important? Okay, Steph, I think you can help me with that.
It depends on the age of your baby, but maybe diapers are a good idea. A blanket too, because it could be freezing out there, so you need to be prepared. And some medicine too, basic medicine like Panadol or something for the fever. I think that milk maybe, or formula if they are too baby, things like that.
Absolutely. Well, let's move on now to the grammar section.
¿Qué les parece? Una excelente clase, ¿verdad? ¿Y por qué fue tan efectiva? Como vimos en el desarrollo de esta, Se vieron muchas cantidades, una gran cantidad de slides, diapositivas. ¿Y qué se practicó? El vocabulario del tema. Increíble, hasta se hizo observación con respecto a la pronunciación. ¿Notaron cómo el profesor utilizó la palabra flooding y después varios ejemplos como door? ¿Cómo pronunciarlo? ¿Era igual o era diferente? Así que por esa razón nuestros alumnos también tuvieron muchas oportunidades de poner en práctica lo que estaban aprendiendo y utilizarlo no como palabras sueltas, sino en contexto. Muchísimas gracias y por favor recuerden ver más videos como esta para la clase modelo en nuestro canal de YouTube. Así que pueden visitar el canal de YouTube de TheRealTeaching. También tengan en cuenta en dejar un comentario y dejarnos tu dedo gordito para mostrarnos que te gustó nuestra transmisión. De igual manera, te invitamos a visitar nuestra página de internet para que veas nuestros cursos en TheRealTeaching. Así que recuerda, reach your dreams at TheRealTeaching.